Hello, everyone. Rhonda Allison here. I live in Lubbock, Texas, and I'm so excited to get to spend a few minutes with you this evening. And I appreciate your time so much. I want you to know that. I know we all have really busy lives, and it shows something that you made an effort to listen in. And someone that you trusted invited you here, so I'm super excited that you're here. I just want to share a little bit about my journey so far and the company that we'd like to share some information with you about. I've actually been an entrepreneur my whole life. I never want to be employed ever. And I just always have valued my freedom too much to be employed. And I've always had brick and mortar businesses. And I've made a lot of money in my career, but guess what? I didn't get to bring that much home because I had a lot of overhead and inventory always with a ladies' clothing store and a jewelry business. But someone introduced me to network marketing, and I saw a better way. I really feel like it's a better way because I saw people making a lot more income, being able to bring a lot more income home without that overhead. And that anybody at any walk of life, whether you had a college degree or maybe stay at home, anybody could get in this industry and do well if they chose to. And that's what I really, really love about it is, everybody's kind of on an equal playing field of getting in this industry and sharing good products with people. So here's a little bit of synopsis about my story. In 2021, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and I had done well in network marketing. But at the time, I spent about actually a year and a half dealing with that illness, and eventually got through that and ended up with a whole bunch of debt. And last year in February, I was like back to the wall, not knowing what I was going to do to pay off that debt. I knew that whatever I did to go, like just get a job somewhere, it would take forever to get out of $50,000 worth of credit card debt. And so I started looking at network marketing businesses. Hold on, let me mute these lines. Because I knew that I could do that. I knew that I could make money faster if I could just find the right company. Because there are a bunch of companies out there, and there's a lot of products that are really good in network marketing. So I was looking for the thing that I could really fit in and move fast. And I saw someone posting on Facebook, and I knew of her. I didn't know her, but I knew she was a good leader in network marketing. And I just reached out to her and said, "Hey, I'd like to know what you're doing because I really need to make a move, need to make a change, and need to start something new." And, at the time, I hadn't done anything in about a year and a half, and I really had lost a lot of my confidence and just wasn't sure I could do it again. But she shared a Facebook testimonial group with me called The Ripple Effect that had 50,000 people in it that just were the most amazing stories. And there was something different about it. The stories were just so heartfelt, and obviously the products were very good. And I said, "Okay, I'll take a look at what you've got." And so she introduced me to her upline, and the upline above her, and like 4 levels all the way at the top, these 5 people were on Zoom with me. And it was interesting to me that they shared with me about this company that's 10 years old that I had never heard of. And I had been around network marketing a lot of years, but I had never heard of Trinot. And it was interesting to me that all of them were making career high income. I'm like, that caught my attention because I've been in companies before where maybe the product was really good and they had a lot of things going on that were good, but maybe the pay plan was so bad that you couldn't even stay there, and so I was interested in finding a place where not only were the products amazing and we have plant-based products that really speak for themselves and sell themselves when people get on them, but also a pay plan that helps people get started, that helps average, maybe somebody that's never done network marketing, somebody that just getting started, can they get their money back and can they make some money the first month? And that's what the pay plan showed me. And so I found out a lot about Trinot, that it really means change lives in French. And the company's mission is to help and serve 1 billion lives by the time they've been in business 30 years. And when you walk into the corporate office, there's this massive wall that says that. And so you know that they really do want to do that. Like, they are servant leaders, and that's something that I was excited to be a part of. I actually said yes on March the 6th. My husband said, you know what, you might as well just give it a try, because you don't got nothing to lose. You might as well try. So March the 6th, I started inviting people to the testimonial group. And really, just people were like, oh my goodness, they saw what I saw. And a lot of people started jumping in. And by our 7th month in this company, we also hit career high income. And that means this product line is good. That means a pay plan is good. That means when you can attract people. There's people on the Zoom tonight that I didn't think would be recruitable that came on board because of this conversation. And so I want to introduce you to a few of them this evening. And a couple of them that I got to know that I didn't know previously. But the conversation in this company with the product line was so big that they listened to me. So that's been really exciting to me. The company actually does a lot of market research on the latest trends, and they really do address what people are looking for in the marketplace. So my first guest is Cindy Timmons. And Cindy and I actually were Facebook friends, and I reached out to her, and we had a lot of common friends, even though we didn't know each other. And she listened, and that's been super cool. Cindy came on board. She has a lot of experience in the industry. Cindy, I'll let you jump in and tell your story.
Okay, thank you, Rhonda. I'm so honored to be here tonight. Thank you for inviting me and allowing me to tell my story. My name is Cindy Timmons, and I do live in Central Florida. And I have been in this industry a while as well, in direct sales and network marketing, most of my adult life. And as you can see, that's been a while. But in January 2023, that's when Rhonda introduced herself to me through the messenger. And because we're both Texas girls, we've been getting chatting and connecting. And for 9 or 10 months, that's what we did, until October, that she messaged me and said, hey, Cindy, there's a hot new product going viral, and you should seriously take a look. I'm sure some of y'all have heard that same story from her as well, because she made it sounding very convincing, and I'm so glad that she did. She asked me if anybody had told me about it yet, and I said no, so please tell me more. So at that point, she sent me an audio message and just really explained to me what the product was all about. And then she invited me to a testimonial group, the one that she was just referring to. And I was so blown away with all the testimonies in there. And even though there was products in there that wasn't part of this viral product that was about to go viral, I was just so intrigued. So although that we had been chatting since January, it wasn't until October that I was intrigued enough to want to know more. And once I become an associate and learned more about the products in October, I immediately started sharing. Well, before October was even over, I was able to rank up to that first level of Jade that I'm sure that your leaders have all told you about, for that $1,000 bonus. So now, not am I only excited about the product, I am also excited because for once in my life, in 10 days, I made more money than I had spent to start my business. So what I immediately did is I started sharing the story and about the products, about the company, about the Facebook group, and started bringing people on board and helping others do the same thing that Rhonda taught me to do. So the 3 lessons that I learned in this short period of time is, first of all, don't ever give up on somebody. Unless they just tell you, no, I am not interested, please do not tell me more. You just keep dripping on them, keep chatting, just build that relationship. And that's exactly what Rhonda did. And I'm so thankful. And also, don't wait until you get your products. I had not even gotten my products yet before I ranked up to Jade, just because we have such an amazing, powerful testimony group that there is thousands and thousands of testimonies in there. So use that group as your social proof until you get your products and have your own story. And the other thing I learned is when you're with a company that has the leadership this company has, it's just, there's no amount of money that can be placed on that. And I'm so grateful for the leadership in this company, and Rhonda being one of them, Greg being another one. At conference was able to meet a few more. So the leadership in this company is amazing, and they've all got the same goal, is for all of us to jump in here, work together, be successful. And I am so grateful for that. Well, while I was sharing right at the beginning, when I was just still learning, one of my good friends, Pam, listened to me. She got just as excited, jumped on board with me, and since then is building an amazing team as well. So she's joining us tonight, and I'm so grateful to have her on board with me. And Pam, if you could tell us all about the DHS, the Daily Health System, and how excited you are to be a part of Trinant.
Thank you very much, Cindy. And I am so grateful that you shared this products with me because my hormones was all over the place. And I didn't even realize that I was in premenopause where, you are peeing like a million times a night. You are not getting enough sleep. The focus wasn't there. I was tired. It's like so many things going on. And I realized, like, why is my belly getting bigger? My clothes weren't fitting right. And I love my fashion, right? I'm from Africa and I have these amazing African clothing, custom made, and I couldn't fit them. That was so frustrating. But when you had told myself and my husband about this, and we didn't wait, right? I think you told us in November, December, we came on board, we ordered the products and started taking it. Within 10 days, I had lost 5 pounds just with the Transform. I hadn't been able to lose that amount of weight in a long time. I mean, I would maybe starve myself, eat some salad. I knew what to do to lose the weight, but the next day it was right back. So for me to December, whilst I was baking the pound cake and eating ice cream and be able to lose 5 pounds in 10 days, that was just incredible. Now Activate was released. Oh my goodness. Now everything started. It's like just the support from the Activate to the Transform was incredible. So the weight loss came with Transform, but when Activate came, that was when I began to sleep well, my focus, my energy level, just really increased. And I couldn't just blame my kids anymore, right? It's like, oh, I have 5 kids, that's why my belly is big. I couldn't blame the kids anymore. I was like, I gotta take care of this myself. The Transform and the Activate, that is the daily health system, have been amazing. And I've been sharing with all my friends. If you are 35, you are in your 40s, you are in your 50s, you need the daily health system. Is doing amazing for me and my friends, my family. So I am not shutting up about this. I am telling everybody, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to share.
Thanks so
I
much.
think, go ahead, Rhonda.
So much. I'm going to do a little show and tell. This is how that comes. It's called the Daily Health System, and it comes in a little box. So we've got the Transform, which is the capsules, the sugar to fiber, and then our Activate is actually in powder form that you can put in water, and it tastes really good. But what's so super cool about Activate is that you just won't be hungry. Like if you just don't think about food, right, and you're not that hungry, you make better food choices. So that's been super cool. And I really love too that it comes in a really cool little brochure on how to take it and your daily schedule. It talks about eating with intent, the 4 pillars of success. So it gives you a little bit of some tools to actually have some success with. And it's not just all about products a lot of times. A lot of times it's mental too, right? So it gives you those tools, I think, that help you have a little more longevity with your results there. Also, our Enrich is our digestive enzyme product that we really do recommend to take with the daily health system. This is just helps your body absorb the nutrition better. It gives you a less of a bloating feeling. It just helps so much with absorption. And anybody that has any kind of digestive issues, this is a big deal. Like, it's such a big deal. It's funny that when I came on board, I was like, I've been through a lot of nutrition products and I've been through a lot of digestive enzymes, and I'm like, that sounds boring. But after seeing the stories over and over and over about success with this product, I was so sold on this. It just helps so much. And then we're going to talk about Glow, our collagen. And I invited actually Marilyn Hanson on this evening. She's actually new on our team, and she just got on the Glow just a little bit ago, maybe a month. I'm not quite sure. Is that right, Marilyn? I'm going to unmute you. Maybe 4 weeks, but she's had some amazing success already with this product. And I asked her to jump on and share her story.
Okay, thank you, Rhonda, so much. So I'm Marilyn Hanson. I'm in Dallas, Texas. And up until this time, until this year, my full-time career had been focused on human resources and executive recruiting. And I focused on recruiting people in the executives in what they call the C-level position, reporting to the president, that were real estate focused. But with the pandemic, obviously that industry was heavily impacted, and everyone started immediately working from home, and all these office buildings in these huge cities are sitting vacant now because no one wants to go back to the office. So that also meant that we were not receiving real estate engagements for me to work on. And I had been with my company for 8 years. Unfortunately, our CEO, because we were a public traded company, he had to report to the shareholders what he was going to do to save $100 million. And the decision was that they were going to lay off 1,000 people. And I was one of those 1,000 people. So it was shocking to me. It was totally unexpected. I was a great performer. I was a six-figure income salary, had nice bonuses. It was the last thing I expected to happen. So here we are 6 months later, and I've experienced significant problems finding comparable employment, particularly at my age. I'm not ready to retire. And with the cost of living just going up, I'm like, no, I want to continue to work and build my nest egg. So Cynthia Meadows, she's on this call. She invited me to check out the Trenaut testimonial site. And then she also shared with me her personal results, which were weight loss, improved sleep, and she'd lowered her blood pressure. So I thought, I think I want to try that. And my first day taking that, Cynthia and I were actually on a trip in New Mexico, and I said, I think this product really works. Oh my goodness, I don't have an appetite. So I'm very pleased with just the well-being. When you don't have an appetite, you're not focused on food, just like Rhonda said earlier, and you're not planning that next meal or what snack you're going to have. So I appreciate having that freedom. But really, my strong testimonial is more about Glow. As Rhonda hinted, I developed serious inflammatory or inflammation issues right after this layoff. And I'm sure it was the stress of everything, because I wasn't expecting it. And all of a sudden, my income stopped. So there would be days when I would get up and it was just, I was miserable in my own body. I mean, it was scary. And I started trying to find all kinds of other products. And I was having to take 3 and 4 other types of over-the-counter products to counteract this, because it was so debilitating. It was humbling, actually. And once I started taking Glow, I really did not expect or think that it was going to help me with my inflammation. I thought maybe 10 or 15%. But within a few days, probably about 10 days, I woke up one morning, I got up, and I didn't have that normal soreness and just inflammation in my body. And I thought, wonder what that is. I'm like, oh yeah, you're taking that Glow. That's the collagen stuff. So you can imagine, I mean, I have just been thrilled beyond words that I have found a product that works like this for me. And I'm not having to take the other three. You know, as I told Rhonda, I could take an Advil and it would dull it. But I've had an ulcer before, and if I take NSAIDs, it will cause my ulcer to bleed, and that's not good. So I just can't go that route. So I'm ecstatic that I found the glow, and don't want to be without it. So you know, I'm really super excited about the business opportunity with Trinot and the chance to potentially replace my income while also educating others and helping them to also benefit from the products and have those ahas and surprises and that I encountered. So this is my journey so far, and I'm really looking forward to see where I can be in the next 6 months.
Thanks so much, Marilyn, for jumping on with us. Well, I'm just elated that you decided to jump in with us. You've just been a ray of sunshine every time I talk to you, and I know you're going to grow a big team here. So I'm super excited about your future here. Next, I'd like to introduce Rhonda Ubler. Rhonda and I actually crossed paths many years ago in another network marketing company, and we didn't realize it till we got to visit the first time. And again, you know, I had something very strong in my hands that she would take a look at this. I really don't think, had I had something just average and normal, if I would have laid it out there and said, hey girl, would you have some interest in looking at this? I don't think she would have said yes. But she came on board in October, and we did a lot of running together for a few days, and she seriously ranked up like 4 times within our first 10 or 11 days. It's been a fun run, and Rhonda is an amazing leader here. And Rhonda, I'd love for you to share your story.
All right. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Yeah, when Rhonda told me about this, it was just, we really didn't know each other. So, but when she told me, and that was when we were launching the Transform, and that was in October. And, you know, I was looking for answers really for my own health. And so that perked up my ears when she said, we have a product that converts sugar to fiber in the gut. And I'm like, I think I need that. But so that's how I got involved. But I've been a stay-at-home mom for years. I always say I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I was rarely at home. I raised 8 of my children, homeschooled 7 of them. They're now all adult children, and we have 4 grandkids. But I did have a background in relationship marketing. Hadn't done much with it for years, probably for about 7 years. But when I started Trinot, and I realized that we had a product that was really revolutionary. I mean, people were interested in it, and it just kind of went viral really quickly. And that kind of propelled my business. I do love helping people. I love health and wellness products. That's the only thing I'm really ever interested in telling other people about. But like Rhonda said, I did advanced levels through the company, which I made different bonuses. It went so fast, I didn't even know what I was doing. I know day 1, there was a Jeep bonus, and I hit that on day 1. And then, you know, through those first 11 days, you know, and I had ranked all the way up to Ruby, which that didn't mean anything to me because I really didn't know what it was. But I knew that we had a product that people wanted. And, you know, and a lot of them caught the vision like I did. They reached out and helped other people. And like Rhonda said, and everybody else said, it was the testimonials, you know, facts tell, but, you know, the stories sell. So people were sold on stories. And kind of a unique part of my business, I think, is that because the product sold out on day 1, my business was built without product. You know, it was built on those stories of people that had already been using the product, right? So we had testimonials not only with the Transform, but with other products. So we just ran with other people's results because we didn't have them. But very quickly, we did get our own results. The product has been phenomenal. I, like somebody was talking about Enrich, I absolutely love the Enrich product too. Now with the new Daily Health System, it's been phenomenal. I've been able to lose 10 pounds. I lost track of inches, but I've got a long way to go, but I'm excited that I have the products that'll get me there. And like Rhonda, I mean, I couldn't have a job, a job, because I'm just unemployable. I'm too used to doing my own thing. I'm in Southwest Florida now at our vacation home, so I can go where I want and work when I want, talk to who I want. And so But if the product makes a difference and changes lives, I'm all in. But I also love helping people create additional streams of income because as well as I do with all the inflation and everything going on in the world now. I mean, I don't know how I'd ever raise 8 kids. I'd be begging for money if this was, when I was in the thick of it. So anyways, I just love it. And I did pick out my Jeep like Greg. I beat Greg to it. I have a Gladiator. So it's sitting back in Indiana now, but it's a sweet ride. It's very cool when you can not only have a vehicle that the company is paying you to drive, but the most exciting thing is when we're able to help other people do the same thing because so many people cannot afford, to have a decent vehicle. And now, we can check that off the list. We can help you get a vehicle. And I know, I think I saw Tina on the call now, and Tina's another person on my team that did get her Jeep. So I'm excited about the Jeep part of it too, and just excited about where we're headed with the whole company and the whole fact that we bless others, and I give God all the glory because without Him, none of this is possible.
Absolutely, for sure. One thing I want to throw in really fast is that we keep talking about this Facebook group, and that testimonial group has grown by, I think, almost 90,000 people in the last year. That tells you something, right? And also, I want to introduce you guys to Greg Cobb. So Greg is another one that I did not know, but we have been Facebook friends, and I had watched him from afar for a while. And I was like, I'd like to be in business with him. He looks like a super cool guy. And so we actually got on a phone call one day, and Greg was very apprehensive because he didn't know me at all. But because of what I had my hands on, he listened. And I have been so excited that he said yes, because he's brought a lot of talents to the table. And so excited, Greg, for you to share. And he just got his Jeep today.
Well, thanks, Rhonda. And the old cliche of success leaves clues. I mean, you're seeing it here on the Zoom. You can see it in the Facebook group that Rhonda spoke about. I mean, there's over 130,000 plus people in there that are sharing their stories about these products. That doesn't happen if they don't work. And I was kind of numb to the industry. I had owned my own marketing company for about 10 years, and I had done a lot of work in the industry in creating marketing systems for a lot of companies. And so everything looked the same. Everything, there was just nothing that really stood out. There was nothing that really, grabbed my attention. And, I was really numb to everything. And so, when I saw her post about this sugar to fiber product, I'm like, I don't know if people realize, but if that really works, that is a game changer. To be able to take and convert 50 to 90% of sugar in your gut to fiber, that means you get to enjoy the food and still eat the sugar and still get rid of it without it going into your bloodstream. I mean, that sounds like a magic pill to me, And so when I'm hearing this story and I'm hearing about this product, Rhonda started talking to me about these other products. And at first I'm not really interested in those, Rhonda. I just want this one product because I can build a business on this one product. And I have to say today, I was taking enough supplements that you could pay a car payment with. And I've switched every supplement that I take that I can take from Trinont. Now I have switched over time. And I'm going to tell you, it has made a difference. A noticeable difference when you're already taking a lot of supplements and you start changing and you notice a difference. That's substantial. And so I think when we take a look at this, I mean, the products speak for themselves. I mean, you've heard plenty of stories tonight, and if you have strong products and you have the right leadership and the right corporate people and the right company. I mean, this is like a dream company to me. This is what I've been looking for my whole network marketing career, was somebody that I could count on from the corporate side that was going to have my back, and that I could go be free to go build a huge organization and not worry about it going away tomorrow. And so that's what I see here. And that's why I'm so excited about what's going on. And I hope that some of what we've shared tonight encourages you to at least lean in and learn more. What I'd like for you to do is, rank yourself as a 1, 2, or a 3. Either one, like you're loving everything you're hearing. You wanted to start yesterday. When you get back to the person that puts you on the Zoom tonight, say, hey, I'm a 1, and they'll know what to do with you. If you're one of those people like me, I'm a processor. When you feed me information, I have to dwell on it for a little bit. It has to go through the logical processes to make sense to me and make me want to move and do something. And if you're that kind of a person, whatever information you're gonna say, hey, I'm a 2. Whatever information you need from us to help you make that decision will get to you without being pushy. We're not trying to drag anybody across the finish line. We're here for you to help you with what you need to answer the questions that you need to move forward. And then the other person that you might be is you might be, hey, everything sounds great, but I really want to try the products first. And if that's you, you're a 3. Just tell the person that put you on here, get back with them and say, hey, I'm a 3. They'll know exactly what to do with you, and they can introduce you to more of the products and get you some products on their way to you. So I just want to encourage everybody, just get back to the person, say, hey, I'm a 1, 2, or 3. But please, whatever you do not sleep on this. Don't wait 6 months to get started, because then your friends are going to know about it and you're going to be hearing from them and they're going to say, you heard about this 6 months ago and you didn't get started. I'm not going to tell you what they're going to think about you, but I'm just teasing. But really, honestly, you want to be the person telling your friends instead of the other way around, because that way you can help them, you can get involved, and you can capitalize from that. So take advantage of that information. I appreciate you all being here tonight. I want you to take care, have a great night, and make sure you get back to the person that sent you here. Good night.
Good night, everyone.